Egypt, a kingdom of dazzling wealth, ancient mysteries and enduring power, but even the most mighty civilizations teeter on the cusp of change. In the 1st century BC, a young and ambitious queen named Cleopatra found her Egypt gripped by a struggle for its very soul. Her enemies were relentless, and her throne hung in the balance. In this tale of ambition, intrigue and empires, we ask, why did Cleopatra, the last great pharaoh, forge an alliance with a man whose name would echo through history? Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar, born in 100 BC, was a whirlwind of ambition that reshaped the ancient world. Born into Roman aristocracy, he was a complex figure, a brilliant general, a cunning politician, and a man with an unquenchable thirst for power. His conquest of Gaul had not only expanded Rome's reach, but had brought him unimaginable wealth and popularity. Yet, the Republic itself was fraying. Caesar saw an opportunity to seize ultimate power, but he would need more resources, more influence. Across the sea, Cleopatra VII ruled a realm steeped in ancient tradition. Born in 69 BC, she was the last of the Ptolemaic pharaohs, a dynasty founded by one of Alexander the Great's generals centuries before. Her Egypt, while fading in power, remained a jewel, rich in grain, gold, and possessing strategic trade routes. Yet its glory days were past, and rivals surrounded her. Cleopatra was intelligent, charismatic, and fiercely determined to preserve not just her throne, but her kingdom's legacy. The stage was set. In 48 BC, Caesar, locked in a civil war that would decide the fate of Rome, stumbled into the tangled web of Egyptian politics. He sought refuge in Alexandria, but found himself a pawn in an even older conflict, Cleopatra's desperate struggle against her own brother-turned-rival Ptolemy III. Their meeting amidst this turmoil would change the course of history. Let's rewind to the moment these two paths collided. Egypt in 48 BC was a nation on a knife's edge. Cleopatra, the young queen, barely 21 years old, found herself ruthlessly ousted from power by her own brother, Ptolemy III. He was but a boy, perhaps 12 or 13, easily manipulated by his advisors, figures like the eunuch Pothinus and the military leader Achilles, men who saw the young queen as a threat to their own power. Cleopatra's exile, however, did not crush her spirit. She rallied loyal followers, biding her time. Then fate played its hand. Caesar, locked in a civil war against his bitter rival Pompey, pursued him to Egypt. Pompey was murdered on arrival, but Caesar found himself stranded in Alexandria, vastly outnumbered. It was here, amidst this chaos, that Cleopatra saw her chance. History tells the tale of her smuggled into Caesar's presence, concealed within a carpet. A story that may contain more myth than truth, but speaks to her boldness nonetheless. Regardless of how she appeared before him, she understood what the Roman could offer: military might and the legitimacy of Rome's backing. Caesar, in turn, saw a way to tilt the scales of Egyptian power in his favor, securing the kingdom's legendary wealth to finance his own ambitions. But their alliance faced bitter opposition. Ptolemy III, counseled by Pothinus and Achilles, stirred the passions of Alexandria against these foreign invaders. Mobs rioted in the streets, and soon Caesar and his legions were besieged within the city. For months, a desperate struggle unfolded. Roman military prowess was put to the ultimate test in vicious street battles. The seasoned conqueror Caesar himself nearly perished several times. However, Roman discipline and the eventual arrival of reinforcements by sea proved decisive. In the chaos, Ptolemy III met his end, drowned in the Nile during a desperate retreat. With Ptolemy gone, Cleopatra ascended the throne of Egypt, her position now secured by the might of Rome. Yet the tale does not end there. Amidst the political machinations, a genuine attraction seems to have sparked between Caesar and Cleopatra. Their union produced a son, Caesarion, a living symbol of their intertwined destinies. The alliance of Cleopatra and Julius Caesar reshaped history. Caesar returned to Rome in triumph, using Egypt's riches to crush his opponents, only to fall victim to assassination. Cleopatra, though secure on her throne, found Egypt irrevocably tied to a rising Rome. The consequences of their pact would reverberate for centuries to come. We are left to wonder, was this a doomed alliance from its start? A desperate gamble by two ambitious individuals willing to play with fate? Or perhaps a fleeting moment where love and raw power intertwined, ultimately changing the destiny of the ancient world. Tell us what you think of this story of ambition and power in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this journey into history, please like and subscribe for more captivating tales.